Okay, I think we're all good to go. Yeah, that's not showing up. All right, awesome. All right, we're just gonna watch some God of War stuff until this actual live stream technical thing starts, because it's not for another 15 minutes. Or first page right now. There we go. I don't care about whatever people are saying there. Yeah, we got another 14 minutes. So that means we can watch some God of War. Who are you?
Can I come in?
Hello, governor. What up, sniper? What's going on, man?
I have mead.
I have mead. Well,
You would not find me good
water.
company.
Close to mead, right?
I'm sure we'll find lots to talk about.
You say that, Thor. What's gonna happen, guys? I know this game's already almost 2 years old, but still, what's gonna happen? Which, by the way, God of War Ragnarok comes out on PC in like a week. Probably gonna buy it. I already have it on PS5. I've already platinumed it. I don't care. It's a great game. I'll support it. The Ravens. Oh my god, what could those mean?
Nice place.
Please. God, I love this game. I want to play it again, but I'm gonna wait for the PC version. Like I said, we got about 13 minutes until this until the tech PlayStation preview thing happens. So luckily it's short. It's only 9 minutes. So not too shabby. Not too shabby. Look at Trey. She's just like holding his cup. She's just like I'm backing up. Oh, I know, Sniper. I know, man. I know. That just shows how great of a game it is, though. Because it feels like it was only yesterday, but... Twitch, SEO man, thank you so much for the follow. Much appreciated.
You could have told me before I poured.
What a waste.
Why are you here? Just
Being polite.
being polite.
I love this. God, I wish I could erase my memory of this game and watch this 2 years ago. It was so good. We actually have an analyzing video on the channel where we just looked over the intro. We're just like, God, this is an introduction to a game.
Are you?
Are you calm and reasonable?
Calm and reasonable person. The moment calls for calm.
Calm.
I'd say the moment calls for calm. Yeah.
Well, before the PlayStation thinking is, I want to make a poll that people can go to the link, because for both YouTube and for Twitch, to see what people how much do people think this PS5 Pro is going to cost. There it is. I'll pause this for a second. Yeah, here we go. I'll probably have to make an account or anything. Create a poll. Here we go. Okay. How much will the PS5 Pro cost? Dollars. Multiple choice. I'm gonna say, let's go 500. Like if we're gonna be super optimistic and be like, yeah, it's gonna drop the normal PlayStation 5 price down to 500, then I'm gonna say, let's go 550 to 600. And I'm gonna say 600 to 650. Oops, if I can even type. 650, and then the final one will be 700. 700 plus. I have a feeling it probably could. Doesn't require that. 1 voter per. Yeah. Block VPN users, whatever. It's fine. Create the poll. And I'm gonna post it here in the chat in a second. Just hang on. Your admin rights are only temporary. Claim your permanent admin rights by correcting a free account. Fine, whatever. All right. Oh crap! I made it on the wrong computer. Ah, fine. Watch this. I gotta make it on my streaming PC. Give me a second. Just got 10 minutes. We got plenty of time.
You know who I am?
Who I am?
Before winter set in, there were some misunderstandings.
That's an understatement.
Regrettable ones. But I think we all have a better idea of who we're dealing with. Now, what you did to his boys. Self-defense. Dying is what we Aesir live for. And let's be honest, they were kind of useless. But Baldur, he had value. He was my best tracker, my closer. Yeah, his mind was gone, sure. But he had his uses, and now he's gone because of you. Follow me?
All right, here we go.
You have a debt. You're no fun anymore.
And you're no fun anymore. All right.
What do you want?
Go ahead and vote in the poll. Vote in the poll. How much do you think the PlayStation 5 Pro is going to cost? I want to see what people think.
How does peace strike?
I personally think it's going to be 700.
War. How about we just don't kill each other? How about you stay home, pick up your feet, seek no quarrel.
So I've got it up. I've got live results that I can show here in a minute. So
of course, it means that one has to stop his search for Tyr.
I think it's going to be 700. I personally think it's going to be 700. But again, click the link in the live chat right now, whether you're on Twitch or YouTube, and let me know. Let me know.
And then that's it. Then we're square. Shit, I'll even sweeten the deal. I'll let you keep the prisoner that I know you stole. That's right. I know you're in here somewhere, you silver-tongued little shit.
Why should we believe what of you? What of your...
The way they made Odin in this game, it was masterful. It was great. Absolutely loved it.
If he tells you snow is white,
he's lying.
What kind of wisdom is that? Can't the smartest head alive see past himself? See that we all want the same thing? All right. Here's a deal I know you can trust. I'll settle your debt with my ex.
Pretty good deal, I'm not gonna lie.
Keep Rhea off your back. Keep your boy safe. It's really all you want, isn't it? What do you say?
Kratos is like, what the F do you take me for, man? Come on.
No.
Don't take all day.
About time.
About time. I've been waiting for this. You're not from here. We got a tradition called blood payments. It means I get a piece of you for what you took from my family. You'll pick it up. That was for Baldur. Now show me this god killer I've heard so much about.
God, just goes right into it. Goes right into the fight. Ah, you can't beat it.
I did not seek that fight with your brother. I don't care.
Brother? Oh yeah, that was his brother. Oh, there was technically his brother. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I thought he was talking about Modi for a second. I was just like, no, because we killed his sons technically. So.
How were you ever a god of war? You're fucking hopeless. You spit on my son's memories. I can't believe they lost to you.
Call the axe.
The ghost of Sparta thing.
I love this part.
Show me.
Oh, he's showing you all right.
Now
We got 4 minutes left. All right, I want to skip ahead real quick just to the honestly the best part of this entire fight. And it's like in the middle of the fight. It's not even the end of the fight. There we go. Where they throw the axes, or they throw their weapons. I can find it. That's where he raises you up. Yeah, I already know that. Yeah, here it is. Love this part. Absolutely love this part. Yeah. First time you ever saw that, that was like.
The fuck you say? Modi saw us in fear of you. He died of the wounds you
And because we've got less than 3 minutes, this is honestly a really cool part.
Lesser
Version of you.
But I am not my sons. And your boy, Allfather, has plans for him.
Can't get enough of it. Not to mention the music, man. It's so good. There he is. There's the God of War.
There's the God of War.
All right, and with that, we got 3 minutes for this thing. Let's refresh it. Don't care about the live chat there. Here we go. Guessing you're only at 1080. Oh, you're at 1440. Okay. Volume's there. All right. Last chance, guys. Last chance. Vote in the poll. Vote in the poll right now on the link. If the link's not there, if it's moved away, if you just joined us, let me know. I'll repost it. I'll just refresh it. But let us know. Let us know. This could get good. This is going to get good, I think. It'll be interesting, at least. At the very least, it'll be very interesting. Doesn't have any kind of music going with it, but I guess again it is a technical presentation, so why show the music?
Hello.
Yo, what up, man?
It's PS5 Pro time, Talon.
I know, and you should
It's
totally
PS5
you
Pro
should
time.
vote. You should let me know right now how much. I want to the big question I'm asking the entire chat right now. How much do you think this console is going to cost? What do you think the price is going to?
I hope it's not going to be that much more. I'm going to hope it's at least like at the very most like an extra 100, but I don't want that to be the case. But to be fair, I can't remember how PS4 Pro was. I can't remember.
PS4.
Okay.
Okay.
I got that later. Yeah,
So
I got that much later.
for those of you who don't remember, PS4. So the PS4 originally was $400, right?
Okay.
When the Pro was released, like it was announced and then it was released. When it was released, that became the $400. It might have been like $420 after taxes or whatever.
Damn.
But then the base PS4 dropped down to $300, or it might have been $350 at first, but then dropped down to $300. So again, it did your typical console thing over the years where the prices drop eventually, right? Like even before the Pro version came out, I think it went down $50 or something like that, or maybe 20 or 30. But regardless, we've always seen technology prices go down. But ever since 2020, this is with PC parts, this is with consoles, prices have gone up and not down. So
That
I'm
makes
going to be a
sense.
little bit more on the cynical side, as some people might say.
Oh,
I
God.
think it's going to be 700. I think it's going to be
Oh
700.
my God, no way.
I think it's going to be
There's
700.
no way,
I think it's going to be
bro.
700. Yep. I think it's going to
Oh
be.
my gosh. I
Yeah.
don't know. We'll have to see.
Real?
40 seconds.
Yeah. Well, it depends if they even show us the price, because this is a 9-minute tech talk.
Yeah.
Right.
That's true. That's
So-
true. That's something they might just drop afterwards as like a PS blog. Like, you
could
guys
be.
don't be surprised if you see this like in a PlayStation blog post. That's something that they might drop there, but who knows?
Yeah.
Unless
I
they're proud of the price. Unless they're proud to be like, hey, same price. You know, they might just, they could do that too. Who knows? But I think they throw in.
I'll even have
Go
that up right
ahead.
there. Yeah.
I would say they've even thrown up, I think, prices before, like when it was first launched. So we'll
They
see.
have, but again, this is what it's weird, because this is a technical presentation. Like, if it was a state of play,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
then I'd 100% expect it, right?
I saw people talking about like what games we're going to see. I'm like, yo, we're
barely gonna
I don't
see
think
any.
we're gonna. I don't
We're
think we're
gonna
gonna
see
see
older
any.
games. We're gonna see
If
older
anything,
games.
you'll see them tech demo a game or something. I don't know if there's a way to show it.
Yeah,
they'll
or
do that
show
much.
God of War at 4K 60 or something like that on the console. Okay, here we go.
I'm Mark.
All right.
I'm excited.
I'm
to
shutting
be here
up.
to
I'm
talk
shutting
about
up,
the
chat.
newest addition to our console lineup, PlayStation 5 Pro, and how it advances gaming technology. But first, I want to take just a minute to look at what we put in the original PlayStation 5 and how it delivers.
Okay, they're gonna talk about it.
gaming
Lemon, it's gonna be
Yeah.
$650 and $50 for the disc drive. The disc drive right now is $70.
When
Just so
PS5
you know.
debuted in 2020, it brought a lot to the table. 8 Zen 2 CPU
Yeah,
cores
this is
form
very
the brains of
technical.
PlayStation
Yeah,
4,
this is gonna be
and
technical
enable
stuff, guys. Don't expect new
high-speed
game announcements or anything.
Yeah.
with
It's
character
gonna be
counts
super fucking
reaching into the
technical.
hundreds,
Which I'm all for. I actually like the technical stuff.
and frame rates that can be as high as 120 frames a second.
You never hit the 120 frames.
PS5 has a powerful RDNA
Oh my God.
GPU, which can render anything from intricate details to fantastic worlds
to
with
Tsushima.
vast
Nice.
panoramas to explore. Ray tracing allows for
I'm waiting for, like,
dramatic
the
visual
big
improvements,
thing.
including reflections off of water or glass,
Big thing.
and the realism that comes.
I
from
hate how
real-time global
ray tracing has become this
illumination.
reality marketing thing when it
Custom
just
SSD
when
can
in
load
reality
data
it
at
kills
breathtaking
performance.
speeds, resulting in ultra-fast
Yeah.
transitions between game
Thank God they have
worlds.
so many like options with it though. It's like ray tracing and like I don't know, like
And
10.
data
I don't know. They
Spider-Man-
have ways to like
high
alter it.
traversal speeds are
Spider-Man's the
essential
only
on
game.
mobile.
Spider-Man 2 is the only game that's done it right, where they were able to work some magic. But that's just
Tempest 3
Insomniac.
audio
Insomniac
tech brings
can
an
work magic.
unparalleled sense of immersion to the sound of the games.
Yeah, a lot of
With audio so
devs have
real,
used
you
it
may
really
not
well.
even need
Yeah.
to see the enemies to
But
know
your
exactly
third-party
where
things
they
and
are.
your games that go multiple places have not.
Finally, the
So.
DualSense controller has haptics that let you
Oh my God,
feel
there's joint
through
control.
your hands
Wow.
I'm so
what your
sad.
characters
My first
experience
controller
inside
ever
the
has
game.
stick drift. It sucks.
It's wonderful to see such
Right as prices
variety and
increase for the
richness of
controller,
game
too.
experiences. Creators have made amazing use of the hardware capabilities, but when I talk to them, I do hear about their desire for more graphics performance. The
More
dreams of the
performance,
developers
graphics
are
that fit
Dude, there's
their
something
limits.
about Mark Cerny, man.
60
We need their
frames per second,
performance,
and
not
that
the
leads to an
graphics. We've hit
aspect of modern
graphics at their
gaming
max
that we're all
already.
familiar with. Graphics modes. It can be a difficult choice for players. Fidelity modes emphasize the visuals, typically through higher resolution rendering. These modes might also have enhanced
I can
detail
imagine people
or
like
use
reacting
more
to this,
ray
being like,
tracing.
"What is this? What am I watching?" Like,
But the games only
Yeah,
run at
even though it
30
literally
frames per
says in the
second.
title,
The visuals
technical.
can
I know
showcase.
it said
And the
technical. Yeah,
controls
it did
less
say
responsive.
technical.
Performance modes.
You can see in the
emphasize
chat
frame
on
rate and
YouTube, it says like,
interactivity.
"Hurry up, Cerny."
Choose a
I know.
mod
That's what I'm
It's
saying.
nine.
Like,
Guys, it's 9 minutes. Like,
Mainly by
yeah, it's
reducing the
he's
graphical detail
building up,
until
man.
those
He's
frame
building up
rates can
for
be
whatever the
achieved.
hell the last 2 minutes will be of the actual PS5 Pro.
When asked to
Oh, yeah.
decide
Yeah,
on
what
mode,
what I'm seeing
players
is
are choosing
he's basically
performance
telling us,
about
hey,
3/4 of the time.
we're getting 60 FPS with the full 4K.
yeah.
Yeah, I
close
think that's
to
what
it.
I saw. Yeah.
We want to give
Expect a lot of
Performance mode,
patches
yeah,
with
well,
some of the current games that are out right
the
now.
high frame rates the players
Mm-hmm.
typically prefer. To do that, PS5 Pro substantially improves over PlayStation 5 in 3 ways.
Oh,
Here's
snap.
What we call the Big 3.
God, why did you have to
First,
say
we
advanced
made
ray
the
tracing?
GPU much larger and increased the speed of the memory it uses. The result
Okay,
is rendering
okay,
that's
I
up
like
to
that. I like
45%
numbers.
Faster. Second, we made major upgrades to the ray tracing, taking a streamlined and accelerated approach that allows calculation of the rays at double or even
There it is,
triple the
advanced
speeds
ray
of
tracing.
PlayStation 5.
Ooh, big deal.
And finally,
Yay.
we added custom hardware for machine learning and an AI library
Whoa.
called PlayStation
Scaling.
Spectral
Huh.
That's a name.
Superresolution, or PSSR for short.
Yeah, exactly, Lemon. Oh boy, more ray tracing and fake
images
resolution.
pixel by pixel, and can add an extraordinary amount of detail.
Sounds
which
like Ryan
boosts the
Reynolds.
effective resolution of the games. Game creators are adding PS5 Pro support to new and existing titles, and with the big three involved, the results can be pretty amazing, with graphics showing something like fidelity levels of detail, but it doubled the frame.
There's actual gameplay.
Here's The Last of Us Part 2 running on PS5.
Oh yes.
It has huge
Last
amounts
of
of
Us
detail
Part 2.
and targets a super smooth
Bobby
Show
just-
it to me.
frames per
Bobby
second.
just wet himself.
The fidelity.
Let's compare this to the fidelity mode on PS5, which is
Yeah.
only running
Oh, I
at
can
60
tell.
frames per second.
This is
tell.
gonna be so much better to tell when you're actually like playing. So for anybody who's just like, I can't tell, like, yeah, you really won't really notice until you're actually playing.
Fidelity-like graphics
Yeah.
and performance frame rate has been achieved for a broad set of titles, including Marvel's Spider-Man 2
Spider-Man's harder because Spider-Man actually did really well with its
and Ratchet and Clank.
its
Yeah.
modes.
Part. We can see
Well,
that
so
PS5
did
Pro
Ratchet,
is
but I
close
mean,
to
you can still
double
Yeah,
see it.
you can see it. Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, you can notice it.
Another way to compare the two consoles is to look at PS5 Pro versus Performance mode on PS5, both of which target 60 frames per second. What we see here is a difference in detail. PS5 Pro is much sharper and crisper than PS5.
Dude,
Yeah.
hard to tell on
For
my
this,
stream,
my
bro. I
favorite,
have to go
great
back and
scene
watch
from
this not
Ratchet
as a
and
stream.
Clank. Distant details.
Oh
are
yeah, when
much
it's
When this
fully
is
done.
like
And
fully
here
done,
we can
yeah, I
see
have to go back and watch
Marvel's
this.
Spider-Man 2 is
I'm
noticeably
gonna set it up on
higher resolution
1440 on my
throughout
big
the
monitor.
including
Yeah, I've got it at
extremes
1440
and
right now, but I,
procedural
again, YouTube compression and all that. So
Oh yeah,
So
you could.
overall,
I mean, you could
remarkable.
see through YouTube compression on a stream a
On
huge
PS5
difference.
Pro, we can see
That's wild.
increased sharpness to the graphics or smoother
this is
and
what
more
the
responsive.
original PS5 should have been.
This is the big three showing.
Hey man, they had
That's-
to make
that's
some.
4 years ago,
They had to make a pro town at some point. They had to save some of the stuff for pro, man. Gotta make some extra money.
The only thing different from dog years is tech years, where 4 years is like 35 years and everything else.
Raw GPU power is being especially effective for
Ooh.
Horizon Forbidden West. Apart from the detail boost, that extra graphics power
Oh,
is allowing
yes.
for improvements to lighting and visual effects, as well as to enhance the
Such a good-looking
scope and
game.
cinematics.
Oh, this game definitely still holds up. I mean, you play it on PC right
Oh,
now.
yeah.
It's crazy.
Ray tracing is finding broad usage as well,
Gone.
particularly when the games are focused on higher frame rates. The faster hardware in PS5 Pro can make a real difference. Allowing Gran Turismo 7 to add
I know it will
ray-traced
never happen, but
reflections
I
between the
really
cars and
wish some
gameplay.
developer would come
while
out and be like,
continuing to
you guys
support
complain
the
about
targeted
performance and
60
everything,
frames per
tell them to
second.
stop using ray tracing and
That
just
boosting
stop
ray
right there.
tracing is
I'd be
also
like,
delivering
thank you.
big wins for Hogwarts
It's not happening,
Legacy.
man.
I know, I never would.
You gotta
Allowing
see
not
those
only for better
reflections. It's the newest thing,
reflections and a
man.
greater variety
Well, the
of
thing about ray
reflective
tracing is
surfaces, but
devs
also for
like
further
it
realism
because
in
while
the
it kills
casting of
performance, it
shadows.
makes their job so much easier. That's why they want
I
it.
hope you've enjoyed this run.
How does it make
Like,
their
because
job
in
easier?
ray tracing, they just go, "Hey, we're setting the light up," and then the simulations do all the lighting work for us.
Oh, by that regard, yeah. Okay, that makes more sense.
Let me wrap this up by giving you a quick look at
Okay,
the number of
I'm gonna stay
games
quiet
running
here.
on
Number
the
of
new
games.
console.
Oh, here we go. Number of
Oh,
games
here we go, baby. Oh,
The 3 lines.
The 3 lines, man.
Something
Whoa,
about that
baby.
3 lines makes it stick out, man.
I want to see price.
Don't let me hang it.
Oh, good. Show Rebirth.
Oh, Rebirth definitely
to praise
could use
this
some
game
help
some
with the
more.
Pro. I can't wait to play this on PC. I want to see price though. Give me the price.
I'm thinking 600.
I
I'm
think
trying to
7.
be
I think
optimistic.
7. 7 with the disc drive. 650 without.
Oh, Alan Wake's such a good game.
Yeah, I might actually play Alan Wake on a console. Like,
Ghost of Tsushima.
As you should.
that's Shadows, I think.
This is not a PS5 Pro. Yeah, man, this is 100% PS5 Pro. You can tell the difference, right?
Yeah, by trailer footage.
I love seeing the chat.
Oh, I turn
what
any
game
live
was
stream
that?
chats off on this spot. I have no idea what some of these games at the end are.
Price? Oh my god, they dropped the price. It is 700. Oh my god.
Wow, I called it. Oh, wow.
Oh, they actually dropped it there. You know what's funny? I even said I was like, they might drop the price there because they did it last time.
$700.
$700.
I called it. Oh my god.
That's a hefty price tag. But they didn't say if it's digital only or not. So like this is where the PS blog is going to come into play because I need to see.
Well, let's refresh it. Let's refresh it. I've got it up right now. So hang on. Of course, that's assuming this thing actually will update.
Yeah, I'm going to open up Twitter too. Twitter might have it.
Yeah, Twitter might have some updates. Yeah. Still nothing right now. Oh man.
No, it might take them a minute.
The thing that killed it for me was if you go back, I still want theater mode. Actually, I'll put it in normal. Fine. So one thing right here, look at that price for the yen. I don't know. Yeah, theater mode. Here we go. Look at that price for the yen right there. That is equivalent. Like if the yen and the dollar were actually where they're supposed to be, and the yen wasn't super weak right now, that would be $1,200 in yen. Like our dollar, like equivalent with the yen and everything. $700. Damn. $700.
That's crazy. That is much more than I thought it was going to be.
The thing is, notice down here it says vertical stance sold separately, which that's been a thing with the current PlayStation 5 right now. And there's no disk drive on the side. And right now the disk drive, I believe, is like $50 to $70. So this could actually be $750 for this PlayStation 5 Pro if you want the disk drive with it. Lemon, it doesn't matter for importing. The problem is I pay with yen. That's the problem.
Yeah.
I have yen. If I had US dollars, it wouldn't be as bad. But I have yen. That's the problem.
That's like Talon's entire yearly salary.
No, it's not.
That's insane.
No, that's not. That right there, though, that's half my paycheck. That is half my paycheck in a month. That's half my paycheck right
That's
there.
insane. Hold on, guys. I'll be real quick. I'm going to deafen 2 seconds. Go ahead.
Go ahead. If you find the Twitter, leave us. I'm trying to refresh the PlayStation blog.
Yeah, I like right near the end, my entire computer blue screen.
I saw that. Yeah.
I can't even remember the last time that's happened with this computer. That's wild. Of course, the one time I'm trying to watch something.
Yeah, might as well go with the old PS5. I mean, I have a PS5 already. I got one luckily back in 2020, end of 2021, early 2022. I got it used.
We had
it's
a whole
used.
podcast about it.
Yeah, it's technically used. But I mean, it was only like 2 weeks old. Oh, here we go. So here's the updated information real quick. So let's take a look at this. Over the last 4 years, the launch of the PS5 works hard to continuously evolve the console experience. Blah blah blah. Typical stuff. Yada yada. Okay, the 3 talking points that they talked about. Upgraded GPU. The PS5 Pro, we are upgrading a GPU that is 67% more compute units more than the current PS5 console, and 28% faster memory. Overall, this enables up to a 45% faster rendering for gameplay, making the experience much smoother. Advanced ray tracing will add even more powerful ray tracing that provides more dynamic reflections and refraction lights. This allows the rays to be cast at double and at times triple the speeds of the current PS5 console. Isn't there also, it's not ray tracing, there's something else that's called path tracing, I believe. They might actually allow you to do that. So
yeah, path tracing is really advanced.
Yeah, it is. So, and then AI driven upscale. We knew that PlayStation was making their own type of upscaling. So think, DLSS, FSR type thing. They're introducing their PlayStation's super resolution, essentially. AI driven upscaling. It uses machine learning based technology to provide. So, I mean, if you're a hardcore purist, I guess you hate this, but overall, I mean, take advantage of the extra frames because that's just the generation that we live in right now. PC's been doing it for a while. And enhances that. Have someone in the States buy me one, but see, the problem is, I could ask my friend Lemon to buy me one and just hold on to it, right? But the problem is that I have to pay him that money, right? So when I convert, so in realistically, right? If I just had 2 months, right, I can pay it off, right? $700, one paycheck is $350, the other's $400, just, let's just say taxes included, right? The problem is when I convert something like $300 or the equivalent of $300 in yen to US dollars, it only comes out to like 225 or something like that. I'll bring up a conversion calculator here in a second. But anyway,
it's crazy.
It is. And Anyway, so it talks about just the games, Alan Wake 2, Assassin's Creed. Oh, it was Shadows they showed off. Yeah, I know they showed Ghost of Tsushima beforehand, but anyway, regardless. Any extra pictures or anything?
Damn, Hogwarts looked good too.
Oh, here we go. Vertical stand sold separately. Disk drive and vertical stand sold separately. So that base price right there of $700 is without the disk drive. You want the disk drive? Pony up.
Nice thing, 2 terabyte SSD.
Yeah, so here's the extra stuff right here. The PlayStation 5 console will be available this holiday at a manufacturer's suggested retail price of $699 USD. $699, I think I don't know what that is actually. Is that pounds or euros? I'm not really sure. No, this is euros. GBP, isn't that Brazil? Or not Brazil, British pound?
GBP, Great British Pounds.
Yeah, British pounds. 799 euros. What is that? 119,980 Japanese yen included with tax. This also includes a 2 terabyte SSD, DualSense wireless controller, and a copy of Astro's Playroom pre-installed. Okay, whatever. It's also available as a diskless console with the option purchased currently unavailable. Wait, hang on. PS5 Pro is also available as a diskless console with the option to purchase the currently available disk drive for PS5 separately. Yeah. So let's see. Amazon.com.
Pre-orders begin September 26th. When is that? Is that next week? It's
PS5 disk drive. How much is that right now? Disk drive.
It's
$80. That's $780. Basically $800 after tax. $800 after tax for the PlayStation 5 Pro if you want the disc. It will be launched November 7th, 2024, and will be available at participation retail, yada, yada. So there you go. $800 if you want the disc drive, $700 if you don't.
Oh, and the stand. Don't forget the stand.
Oh, yeah. I think that stands like $20 or something like that. So, yeah.
Yep. So it's 800.
Yeah,
but
it's basically 800. Whew, that is, damn.
From the rumors, they are putting out that new DualSense finally with the battery. That's part of it. And then the 2 terabyte drive takes some of the sting off because, like, if you're playing games, especially now, like you got to put another terabyte in, which is another $100.
I've got a 2 terabyte SSD in my PS5 right now.
Yeah.
But no, I'm with Lemon. I will not be buying this. I mean, I can't even afford it, so I can't.
Dude, I don't think that's worth the price. I mean, if you have the money, go ahead, splurge on yourself.
Okay,
but
Chin was like, I don't care how much it is, I'm buying it.
I mean, it's like me too. I'm still gonna get it, but like if I had to go for someone else,
don't act like you're not gonna
oh no, because I don't want to act like I'm not gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. I'm the Sony pony. I'm definitely getting it. But for anybody else who's like on the fence, like this is 100% not a need at all. That's crazy.
If you have
Absolutely
a PS5
crazy.
And financially you're financially you're not able to splurge and buy whatever you want, this is not worth it 100% at all. Again, unless you're somebody who has just tons of extra revenue to buy stuff, or again you're Lethal who's a Sony pony. So
you have to be a Sony pony. If not, what are you doing?
Yeah, this is 100% not worth it. So I mean, I'd rather take that $800 and just save it to build my next PC, because my next PC is probably going to cost me close to like $2,500.
That'll cover like part of your graphics card.
$800 would only cover my graphics card.
You want my suggestion? My suggestion is we should be getting a Switch 2 soon. If there's one console that you do upgrade, maybe this year or the next console for next year or whatever, I think it's your Switch. I think you save.
Yeah,
I think you save for your Switch too.
Absolutely,
that's the one that's the actual next like big jump for Switch and Nintendo. So like that makes the most sense to get that one. This you could wait another 3 to 4 years until PlayStation 6 comes out. Like you got time. You got some time.
Exactly. So anyone for wondering, okay, so again, this is what the yen to the dollar is right now. It's absolutely terrible for the yen. It's great for people in the America with the dollar if you come over, but yeah. So $800 is that right there. Again, now if I switch this and let's just say I did, so it's usually Hachiman. This would be the yen. That's only $561 right there. So I have to then come up with an extra $300, but in yen, which in reality is, it's crazy expensive. So look at it this way.
You're saying I could come over there and buy Kyoto?
Pretty much good. I mean, dude, no, like honestly, like if you came over here and you had $560, you could buy the PS5 Pro and the disc right now. You'd get it for $500 is what you'd get it for. So Look at it this way: if you play a
so
lot of
just-
single player games, go for it. I mean, again, you don't need to. I mean, I have a PlayStation 5, so I don't feel the need to upgrade. So
I have a Best Buy credit card that will let me pay this off over 18 months, so I'm gonna buy it.
Oh, good for you. We don't have Best Buy here for that. So
That's unfortunate.
That sucks.
But you know what we do have here, Talon?
bunch of other stuff I don't have to deal with.
No medical.
Yeah.
So,
but I mean, regardless, I think like what my wife and I are going to do, we're easily going to be just waiting for the Switch Pro, the next Switch to come out. That's more. Yep. That's a better thing to do, honestly.
No, that's exactly what what Lethal was saying. Like if you're a normal consumer, you do not need.
No, you don't.
You don't need a PS5 Pro. Like I'm gonna get one. My brother's gonna get one. Lethal's gonna get one because we all love Sony.
Yeah,
like
we love spending money.
Lethal, Mark Cerny could spit in a tube, and Lethal would buy that shit.
Yes, I'm gonna say, Mark Cerny, how much does it cost? Like that's what I'm doing, bro.
How much, Mark? I need that saliva. No, but real talk, like because we're a part of it too is like not Chin so much anymore, but like we do the content stuff. So like for me, it's gonna be a like partial tax write-off because I'm gonna open it on a video and. That'll be part of my content for my YouTube channel. Like,
exactly. Yeah. If you do it for that stuff, you can write off as a tax write-off. So
yeah. Now that's not going to pay for the whole thing. Don't think I get it for free just because I do that. But if I make, that much a year on my YouTube channel, and a big chunk of that I won't have to pay taxes on because I will have bought a.
And if there's any other information in the I heard vertical stand sold separately. We already knew that. Okay, so there's no more information. You guys, I always look at the little information on the bottom left corner of the pictures. But yeah, so the disk drive is separate and all that stuff. So
the really nice thing is I still have the original PS5, and what I use now is a wall stand that you take the stand off to mount it to that anyway.
Right.
I'd probably just take it off and then put my other one like mounted under my desk to have it as just like the one that I use for content creation or something, put it like so I can just leave it plugged into the capture card and stuff.
Yep.
That'd be real nice.
Well, I will just continue to save my money for the Switch 2 and my new PC. So,
yep. Talon needs a new PC because he's on the struggle bus. Are you using an Intel processor?
Yeah, I have a 10. So my current CPU right now is a 10 i9 10900K. So it's a 10th gen.
It hurts.
Yeah.
I can feel the pain.
I mean, if you want to really feel old, my CPU for my streaming PC right now is an i7 7700K. That's 7th gen.
Ugh.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. But again, it's literally for streaming and recording. So I mean,
I love how Wario64 is like now advertising the disc drive for PS5 Pro is in stock. Like, no, I don't want to buy. Like, it sucks because like I don't want to buy that, but now I'm gonna actually have to.
Yeah, you have to.
It's so upsetting. And the thing is, like, I'll say this too: if they're doing this now with the PS5 Pro, don't be surprised for PS6. The same thing. It's gonna probably be diskless because that's kind of been like what it's been looking like it's going to be going forward for like Xbox, PlayStation, I feel like, and Switch probably will never do that. Yeah. So like, just keep that in mind too. Like if you're seeing the way you're seeing this go now, I would not be surprised come PS6 time, you're going to see this again for the PS6, and we're just getting forced to go into this like digital era, man. And it sucks. It sucks. Yeah. I hate it.
Well, it's like, look, I just saw a post this morning. Now, again, ridicule all you want. Like, people bought Concord, and I saw a bunch of people. Like, Will messaged me last night. He's like, they took Concord from my PlayStation library. They took it from their library.
Yep.
Like I have it on Steam still. Steam's just like, nah, fuck that. You can look at it and be sad. But yeah, it's just. It's wild. Like that's the digital future, and that sucks. Like,
well, I think the thing that sucks about it is that if we were certain that, like, whether you're PlayStation or Xbox doesn't matter, if it was 100% confirmed that we could be keeping everything we buy digitally, like we do on Steam, right? So let's just say, for example, the PS2 and on was all digital, right? Or heck, if we want to start with the PS4, right, and let's say up to the PS7, right, it was confirmed that regardless of when we bought that game, it was still going to be available to play on our PS7s or PS8s or Xbox, insert name here, right, just like it is on Steam. honestly, I'd be okay with all digital. It'd be perfectly fine, right? I can, if my system broke, I bought a new one. I relogged into my account, and all my stuff was there to buy, right? Just like I can on Steam. But that's not the case, right? At least that we know. We can't trust them right now to keep that stuff, because if it was, all my PS3 purchases would still be available for me to use, right? I'd be playing Infamous and everything like that, but we can't do that. So I think if it was just like Steam, I think the whole digital thing would be perfectly fine. But it's not. That's the problem. So, yeah, that's the way I look at it personally. Lemon does say though, wait, the 10th gen Intels were awesome. I mean, for the price to performance to how hot they got, yeah, I actually agree. The 10th gen for Intel was actually very good, but obviously they're old now, so. But
all right, guys, I gotta hop off. I got a meeting in like 4 minutes.
Yeah,
so
go
this
ahead.
is fun.
I'll message you tonight, your time, and we'll do a video. Bobby, you can join if you want as well.
Cool.
Do a deeper discussion on this. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna do more research throughout the day.
Yeah, do more research out during the day and everything like that. So I'm gonna
I'm seeing one of the things is a PS5 game boost, automatically stabilize or improve the performance of 8,500 backwards compatible PS4 titles. That is hot shit.
Teams have a PS5 Pro. Oh, I saw Wars 64 just tweet that now.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, where are you seeing this? I'm not
huge. I found Shinobi's post.
Oh,
Shinobi's
okay.
post says that, and then I think you said Wario said it too. I'll leave this gone.
Yeah, I gotta head out. I'll catch you guys later.
All right, later.
No problem. But yeah, that's awesome, because if there is a game that you want to play that's on PS4, it hasn't been really done up all the way. Oh, can it do Bloodborne? Can I make Bloodborne 60 FPS, Mark Sardi?
God damn, still though. I'm sure every single Japanese consumer right now is looking at that going, well, F that shit.
I mean, I'm sure there's some with expendable income who are like, okay.
Some, but I mean, let's be perfectly honest. I mean, Sony, for the most part, has mostly cared about the West more in terms of selling.
Oh,
stuff.
yeah, of course.
Yeah.
America is still Sony's hottest market.
Yeah, well, because Nintendo has by the balls, essentially. They're just like, yeah, what now? Like 154 million consoles sold. So, it always hurts me, though, doing conversions, though, from yen to dollars. It just, whew.
I'm looking at my old Concord screenshots. Sad time.
But you know what? Instead of freaking out over the PS5 Pro price, I'm just gonna focus on getting the new Prince of Persia story DLC for $5, and then God of War Ragnarok on PC. So, because I can't. That's next week if I remember correctly.
Yeah, Lemon does bring up a good point. With $600 in 2006 money is still more insane.
Oh yeah,
for the PS4.
Oh, it is.
That was nuts.
Yeah,
that was almost 20 years ago.
God,
that was back when I had a room in the Bay Area for like $525.
2006. So, I was a sophomore in high school.
Let's see. Let's check the old inflation calculator.
Oh, I gotta get this.
Sophomore in high school. Ugh. That's the worst. Well, that in middle school. Middle school is
the worst. So let's see. 2006.
I got it. $936 equivalent to today.
What, the $600 or whatever you put in?
Yep. For PlayStation, the PlayStation 3 was equivalent of $936 today.
Oh, that hurts. Oh. That hurts. And then what about the PS4 cost what, 500, I believe? Or was it 4? No, it was 400. That's what it was.
PS4 was 400.
And that was in 2013.
Which that is probably like, let's see, 2013.
540.
Yeah, I was going to say that's probably like a 30% increase or something.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, and remember there was consoles back in the 90s, like in 94 to 96 that were coming out that were $600.
Yeah, well, yeah, because back then those original consoles cost that much, and then it was from the mid PS2 and GameCube time where we started to see what I think a majority of us knew when we actually started looking at this stuff. Right, you saw a certain price, it dropped down over time, the new one came out and continued on like that. But now this generation is kind of more playing into what we saw back in, again, the 90s, basically, right? So that hurts to see, though. Oof, man, especially when you do the whole 2000, I think the PS3 that was $600. That one hurts.
I mean that's why the PS3 took so long to catch on.
I got I got a PS3, but I did not buy it for full price. I think because
I waited till the price dropped.
Yeah, I got the price dropped one because I got that I think when Lemon and I were juniors. We waited like a year and a half. We must have been either juniors or seniors in high school. Correct me if I'm wrong, man. I don't remember exactly when. It was either the end of junior or beginning of senior year. Because that's when I got a PS3. And it definitely dropped a lot more. But whew, man, that hurts. Honestly hurts. So this hurts even more though. This hurts right here with the conversion from yen. Oh, god damn, it hurts.
Yeah, the thing with this is you got to understand too, like the PS5 is going to be just fine for a majority of people, right? For me, I have an OLED TV, VRR, 120 frames, or 120 hertz.
Well, that's the thing. Most people's TVs can't even run 120 FPS, right?
So if you can't, if you can't do that, then you have no reason for
There's
it.
no reason.
If you're rocking a TV like most people do, like a lot of people will have like a TCL TV, like one of the Best Buy brands or something. And I used to have one of those, and it was great. Like it worked great for the most part. But if you're just someone who, straight up wants to just have their basic console, then it should be good enough for you to have the original. It's like kind of like people who, you see the iPhone and the iPhone Pro come out, right? And people are like, oh, do I need the Pro? And you have to like look and go, what are the Pro features? Oh, do I need what? They just unveiled the iPhone yesterday. And it was like the biggest feature of the Pro is like the 4K 120 recording, so you can do slow-mo in 4K. And it's like, do you need that?
No.
Do you need that as a basic consumer? No.
Right. But I think that one big major difference though when it comes to a phone, at least here in Japan, so I don't know if the states still do this, but most people when it comes to a phone, you've probably waited, like for me personally, my phone is over 4 years old and it's time for me to upgrade, right? So the upgrade makes sense for me. But with a phone, you can generally do a plan where you just get it and then you just start making those monthly payments from the get-go, right?
Yeah.
Whereas with a console, you've either got to buy it flat out, so you got to have the money on hand, or you use a credit card, right? And you are then starting to make those payments and everything right away, or whatever the following month, top of the month is, or whatever. But you probably still, to some extent, feel it. Like at least for me, like if I buy something with my credit card, it could be a candy bar, it could be a PC, right? I feel it when I see that number, technically go up because it's like, oh, you're X amount of dollars in debt right now with that credit card. Whereas with the phone, it's just simply, I don't see that number, right? I know it's there technically, but I don't see that giant number of my, updated plan and the phone price calculated all in there and everything like that. I just simply get, the money taken out of my bank account every month here, and that's it. That's all I have to do. So
yeah.
But yeah, so it does feel a little different. Technically it's the same, but at the same time it's not. So yeah, it's man. That's it's rough. Expect a lot of people to be complaining online today for that Pro price.
I've literally seen nothing but people complain. Like people, even people are going, I'm buying it day one, but man, that's hard to swallow.
That's hard to swallow. That is very hard to swallow. Yep. So.
Yeah, and I mean, I get it, but it's just like, like I said, I have some games that are digital. Maybe I'll get the digital first, use the pro for my disc games, or use the standard for my disc games, and then buy the
digital version.
the disc drive when I get it.
I think it would be easier for people to swallow an all digital market trend like this if we knew that in 10 to 15 years our games would still be there and functioning and all that stuff, just like with Steam. Because think about it, we have our Steam libraries are all digital, but but I have games on there that technically are not being sold anymore. The Transformers games, technically you can't buy those on Steam anymore, but I have those, and those are never taken away from my account or anything like that, right? Whereas with PlayStation and Xbox right now, that can happen. So if we were guaranteed 100% that in, the PS8 days when we're in our 50s and 60s and stuff like that, that we could still play those and I could pass those down to my kids and my grandkids and everything, I'd be fine with the total digital future. But it's not guaranteed. So
yeah, that's the other thing that's really shitty about digital. Even Steam doesn't let you pass the thing on, pass your account on.
technically,
Obviously,
yeah, but
if you just leave your login info.
Right, exactly. You got to leave the login info with them, and so as long as you do that, so then you just change out the debit card or whatever that was part of the account, change it up, and you're good to go. But yeah, technically, yeah, but it's just it's unfortunately one of those things. So
people saying $700 for 60 FPS.
Yeah. That's what happens when we go from
it's literally just everyone going $700.
Oh yeah,
ridiculous.
Nothing but 700. Nothing but 700. Yeah.
But people will buy it. It's it's just like it's like I was saying, it's just like the iPhone. Any premium thing like that.
Sony's a lot of people even kind of call it this way. Sony is the quote unquote Apple of the gaming landscape right now, where they can throw out these big prices. You're still gonna have those people that buy it regardless. Right, you'll see everyone complain online, but guess what? It all depends on the actual purchasing, right? Again, it's like just any game essentially, right? You see the people complain about X game here. They complain about Call of Duty, for crying out loud. Call of Duty still sells the best every year, so yeah.
Yep. that's the big thing too. Is like you gotta understand, a lot of people do this, and I hate to like, I'm not trying to put anyone on blast here. But a lot of people are just going to do this for clout, to be like, look at me, I'm standing up against Sony and their ridiculous thing because I'm pro gamer. I'm going to buy it anyway. But like you who can't afford it, I'm standing up for you while I buy. It's a lot of clout chasing.
Oh no, it is. It's typical online BS stuff that we see for everything.
And the same thing happens with other stuff. Like same thing happened with the the Xbox like 2 terabyte one they had. It's like, yeah, it's kind of weird that they did that, but at the same time, if you're gonna get a 2 terabyte Xbox, you have to pay $180 for their 1 terabyte drive thing that they have, so it's cheaper to actually buy that console.
Yeah,
so it's
and that's all a business move. That's all thought out, and they're like, well, if we do this, technically make it, we make it look cheaper to the consumer and everything like that. So. Again, it's normal business stuff. Sony does it, Microsoft does it, and even Nintendo does it to some extent. Every single business out there does it, guys. Like, that's just the way it is. So, again, the best thing you can do though is to actually stand by what you say. If you say you're not going to buy it, then don't buy it. Speak with your wallet. We've rarely, but we do see it work for games and things like that. I do think most likely the reason that this price looks like this way though is because I have been hearing that the prices of the semiconductors are going back up, right? We knew this back in 2020, the big semiconductor, silicon, all that stuff, that was in high demand, and that's why prices were so high during that time. And people expected after everything calmed down that prices would go back down, but they kind of just stopped randomly almost in the middle. And now it seems that some of those prices, I don't know if it's the semiconductors or the silicon or whatever, but some of that stuff's starting to go back up in price, because even if you look at something like a graphics card for a PC, right? Every, generation before the 30/40 series, you'd see that stuff go down in price. Why do you think people still loved the 10 series back in the day, right? You ask almost any PC gamer and they're like, oh, the 10 series was like the best time to be a PC gamer and everything like that, right? Because it was the best like bang for the buck, right? Like you had to pay some decent money, but it lasted a super long time, and it was really good and everything. It actually performed really well. Whereas like with the 40 series, last I checked, those have not gone down in price at all. Unless of course you're looking at the used market. I'm talking about like a brand new one, because some people don't feel safe trying to buy off the used market because you get scammed, or you technically don't know what could be wrong with the thing that you buy, and you don't want to waste the money on it. So
well, the 40 series, yes and no with the cards, because like the 4080 is cheaper than the 4080 Super is cheaper than the 4080 was.
right.
It performs better, so it's like that's a price cut.
Right, but that 4080 is still what, $1,000?
Oh yeah, it's not
Right.
cheap.
Whereas, but what I'm saying is that like usually the 80 series of each generation, let's say like the 1080, for example, that was like $600 when that came out, right?
For which one?
The 1080, I believe it was either the 1080
like
or the 980. I can't remember which one.
So 1080 was like $600.
Yeah, it was $600, right? And at that time, the only one past the 1080 was the Titan, I believe. There was no 90 series yet. So everyone just went for the 80.
You know what's crazy, Talon?
Hmm.
Let's say in 2016, which when I got it, 1080, $600. That's $786 today.
Yeah.
8 years, 30% inflation.
Yeah.
Pain.
Yeah. So.
Pain.
And the thing is that inflation, for the most part, it's kind of where it is right now. The problem is that you're just seeing price gouging everywhere for a lot of companies and everything. That's a big thing. Everyone keeps saying like inflation is super high. And it's like, it's actually really not. It's actually come down back to where it's supposed to be. The problem is that prices have not gone back down. Whether it's a company just price gouging because they don't want their profits to go down, or just things just have just not gone down in price. So again, just look at basic facts and charts and everything. It's not that hard to look up. So all right, well, I think with that being said, though, I'm gonna get going here. I gotta go to bed because it's almost 1 a.m. my time. I'll message you later for doing the discussion with Lethal. If you find any extra information, post it in the chat, and we'll make that video later today. So
Yep.
All right, and then with that being said, guys, though, I'm going to end the stream there. Thank you so much for everyone that dropped by, and let us know. You picking up a PS5 Pro? Lovely $800 with that disc drive, $700 if you just want to go digital. Let us know. But with that being said, I've been Talon with Direct Gaming, joined here by Little Bobby, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Johnny.